This video is sponsored by Boxu, my favorite Japanese snack subscription box. The Sims 2 was my first ever Sims game growing up. I went to a friend's house and they had Sims 2 on the computer. And then when I went home, I begged my dad for him to get me Sims 2 on the computer. And the rest is history. But I've recently been working my way through all of the console Sims games. I'm craving a little bit more structure in my Sims gameplay. I feel like the story mode in these games often gets overlooked. And I really wish that they would just bring them back already. The Sims 2 on PC does have a lot of story baked into the gameplay itself, so I'm excited to see what the console's version of that looks like. The home console version was released in 2005 on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, and features both free play and story mode. There is also a handheld version of The Sims 2, but you're gonna have to wait for me to play that in a separate video. I had this game, and it is especially weird and so fun and so different. It really does deserve its own moment. But I can't just simply sit down and play video games without having a little snack. I mean, come on, you guys. Thankfully, today's video is sponsored by Boxu, my favorite Japanese snack box company by far. Boxu delivers premium Japanese snacks to your doorstep every month, with each box having its own unique theme and snacks. This Seasons of Japan box features snacks from small businesses in many different regions, and includes a culture guide with all of the yummy details. Their dedication to teaching about Japanese culture through food is what really puts Boxu above the rest for me. And some of these snacks are Boxu exclusive, so I mean, I guess you're just gonna have to get a Boxu to see what the hype is about. This box is the perfect gift for anybody in your life that is interested in Japanese culture or likes Japanese snacks. I recently was able to gift a Boxu to my friend who loves anime and Japanese food. Everyone that I have ever shared Boxu with has loved it. It really is just a great curated gift. Truthfully, it's gonna take a load off my back for gifting this holiday season. It's just all put together so nice, it's so perfect. The Seasons of Japan box includes some of my personal favorites, like the white chocolate strawberry and matcha cake. Check out Boxu using the link in my description and use my code LISS for $15 off your first Boxu. Special thank you to Boxu for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back into simming and sinning. Yeah. So let's go ahead and create our sim. The cast on console is really well done in comparison to some of the earlier titles. There's especially a lot of options in the clothing department. I love that there's 3 different top layers. That allows for more customization just in general. And the fits are pretty rockin'. You can choose between 5 aspirations: romance, wealth, knowledge, popularity, and creativity. I chose knowledge, and of course, gotta represent the Aquariuses. But I think it's time to load on in. Our first slot is Rockwell Acres. We live here. Wow. Can you believe it? Oh, and we're third-person POV. Pretty cool, huh? It's just like GTA. Of course, we have to fulfill our Sims needs as usual. We're pretty familiar with how this goes, right? And something that really defines the Sims 2 era for me: wants and fears. Instead of having a ton of goals laid out all at once like in our previous Sims console games, we get to complete them through the wants and fears system. Gold and platinum wants are necessary for story progression and unlocking new locations. This first slot has a bunch of basic gold wants to help get us in the swing of things, interact with objects, and meet other Sims that live here too. Something unique to The Sims 2 on console is the socialization. We don't have to play the game in just third-person POV. We can switch to play in a way that's more familiar, but socialization is easier if you're in third-person POV. The interface in general is a little bit better to navigate in comparison to the previous console titles. And points go up faster. I mean, what more could you want? But hey, we're being good simmers and completing our gold wants pretty quickly, and unlocking new furniture and build buy mode as we accumulate more aspiration points. The game was nice enough to give us 2,000 simoleons just for picking up trash. Damn, I wish that would happen to me in real life. One of our wants is to purchase a bed, and immediately after that, we get to just leave, actually. Like, move to a whole other place. That was incredibly quick. I didn't even get to meet my other roommate. How sad. Let's at least say hi, and you know what? Fuck it. It's The Sims. We're making out. Starting off this playthrough with a bang. So long, Rockwell Acres. It's been real. We're moving on up to Shoreline Trails. Ah, man. Gotta get a job now, I guess. What do we got in the newspaper? Law, fashion, art. I'm a science girl, a woman in STEM. I think I'd rather wait for something better to come along. In the meantime, I think we have some needs to attend to. I'll just make myself at home, I guess. I don't think I've even met anybody yet. This feels weird. Something new to The Sims 2, cooking with ingredients. I fucking hate it. They're at least nice enough to give you a recipe book, but you still have to go click on all the ingredients yourself. The game does allow you to cook a lazy meal for just one sim at least, so you don't have to do the ingredients thing every time. I just like how in The Sims 3 and 4, there's even less of this. It's an option. It's there, but not as prominent. Just how I like it. I did meet some of my new roommates. No luck on the job still. Maybe I should bite the bullet and get a computer to see more job listings. Let's see. Military, athletics, politics, business, fashion. You have looked through all the listings. Sorry, no openings for lazy slacker. Ouch. Well, would a lazy slacker be working ahead to raise their logic skill for their future science job? Didn't think so, bitch. On this lot, we're able to switch between one of our other roommates, Farrah Moonbiscuit. She's unemployed, of course. So I'm gonna make her get a job. Easiest money I'll ever make. Oh, I mean, she wants a career in art, and there's no openings for that today. I'm not evil, you know, I'll wait for it to come along. Finally, we are employed. Science was one of the job listings the next day. Oh, we're not raising logic. Okay, cooking and cleaning actually for now. We're able to study both of these skills using the bookshelf, thankfully. Can't imagine how long it'd take to raise those naturally. My first day is finally here. I'm off to work and Farrah is still unemployed and jobless. Still no art jobs. I did get promoted on my very first day, however, since I am a very, very hard worker. My next promotion requires a little more cleaning skills, so a little more studying. It works out though, because our current gold want is to gain a skill point. Can't help but notice that my sim wants to be abducted by aliens though. Sounds like a blast. Let's get her a telescope and see if we can make it happen. I wonder if you can get alien pregnant on console. Now we're just on the 9 to 5 grind. Farrah finally found an art job as a nude model, so now she finally has something to do during the day. My gold want is to become enemies with one of my roommates. How sad. We were actually pretty good friends, so I'm a little bummed I have to backtrack on that. He's too tired to become enemies right now, however. I'll wait. I've got all day and night. Pathing goes crazy in this game, guys. Unfortunately, we're enemies now. It really sucks. Torin was like my third friend ever. Love paying bills in my game that I play for escapism. That's my favorite part about The Sims, actually. How real it is. Super excited for the landlord pack in The Sims 4. Anyways, our next golden want is to get jacked. Our first few skill points go up very quickly, thankfully. Next up, do a surf trick on the wave simulator. After that, change our outfit. I'll throw on some cute little tinted glasses, sure. And after that, we got a promotion. Super stoked to be a virus breeder. Who died? No, like, why is there an urn here? All of my roommates are accounted for, so I really have no idea who this is. Great, now I'm just responsible for this urn. It won't even tell me who it is. Well, rest in peace. You can go outside, mystery grave. Anyway, our very last goal here at Shoreline Trails is to beat Torin at foosball. My story designated enemy. We've got this, y'all. Never mind. He whooped us. Okay, round 2. Something that is so special about The Sims 2, by the way, the attention to detail. Why is the foosball animation like actually accurate? Anyways, we whooped them. And since that was a platinum goal, we unlocked our next location. I'm gonna sell everything I bought for this dump so I can bring more money with me when I move. Work smarter, not harder. Cliffside Retreat is our newest home. I love that they force you to move in with strangers in The Sims story mode. My Sims 2 lovers will find some familiar faces here. The Monty family. No Mercutio or Romeo, just Isabella and Patricio. I'm also not sure if the Caps are in story mode here. Veronaville will always be my favorite neighborhood in The Sims 2. Even if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you guys all know Romeo and Juliet, right? Anyways, Isabella and Patricio are oddly enough not married in the console version and live here with their butler, Don Treadwell. This is where console mode starts to pick up a little bit story-wise. Isabella also has gold wants and asks us to help fix up this bed and breakfast. We need to repair stuff, buy new stuff, build walls. I think they want us to build more rooms, but I really don't give a fuck. I'm making a fence and tearing it down. I don't see how I would want to add on anything to this home. Like, it's pretty beefed up. While I'm busy playing Chip and Joanna, I also need to work on advancing in my own career. While I study, Isabella also has a golden want to gain a skill point, so it's all good. We can switch to the other boy Sims in the house, but they don't have wants and needs that I actually need to care about, so I kind of just ignore them. See, the bio says they're married, but they're not actually. So weird. Dawn does want to get a job in fashion, but since the newspaper doesn't have any fashion jobs, I decided to simply just give up on that. I thought maybe I could help him out with the woohoo want, but he has no game or swag with the ladies. That's not really my fault. I'm just over here trying to get Alien pregnant. Isabella has some interesting ones that make us feel like we're really making a difference here in this B&B. We're gonna harvest some fish from the tank, make some sandwich, and become friends with her husband. How sad is that? She also wants us to buy an ingredient source, so like a garden? I'm too poor for that right now, ma'am. I just furnished your B&B. I thought maybe I could pull a fast one and start selling some random shit from around the house, but the developers were one step ahead of me. You can only get money back for items that you placed here. God damn it. Okay. Say goodbye to your new table and chairs, Isabella. I don't even know why she wants this garden bed so bad. She has several, and even some fruit trees. I was minding my business on my way to work when my first fire happened. Oh, fuck. I forgot the fire alarm. Why do I always do this? Dawn died. Rip. The Grim Reaper did show up, and for 100 simoleons, I was able to bring him back to life. Not sure why I cared enough to do that, especially when I am poor as dirt right now, but we are almost done here. We're giving Patrizio some of Isabella's special love soup. Let's fix this marriage. Okay, what's next? Get a job in art. So marriage is fixed, I think. Not my problem anymore, honestly. They don't even like each other. See? Thankfully, I got my promotion when I came back home, and now we've unlocked our next location. Our work here is done. Up next, the HMS Amore. We get to live on a yacht. Betty is longing for Captain Longfellow, and Hector here is just trying to get laid. He's apparently a gold-digging woohoo maniac. Wow, that's something. Total dreamboat. All right, all aboard the love yacht. Bella has gold wants. Currently, she wants to befriend the captain. We can help with that for sure. And then she wants to get fit. What's next? Make an aphrodisiac meal. I just did that earlier. That won't be hard. And now she wants to give some to Nelson. Ooh, that's saucy. How romantic, Betty. So Betty's got her own weird little gold wants in between all the action. Gain a charisma point. Buy a painting. Okay, now we're going back in. Use makeout social on Nelson. Oh, yeah, that went better than I expected. Now we get to become lovers. All right, see, yeah, these social interactions are not working out for us though. Maybe it's not meant to be? Just kidding. We did it. And our next goal is to marry Nelson. Fuck it. Let's try it. And, oh, okay then, we're getting married on the love boat. How sweet. I can't believe it worked out so perfectly. Meanwhile, I'm busting my ass trying to make a living for this household. But while I'm at work, I can focus on Hector's gold wants. This lot has 3 Sims I have to worry about. Hector wants to smooch, and look who just walked by. None other than Isabella. Isabella, your husband doesn't even really want you. Why aren't you into this? Young, hot boatman? I mean, come on. Hector, it's not looking too hot. Who else is here? Captain Nelson. Perfect. Let's see if he's down for a little smooch. Oh, he's down. That was stupid easy. He literally just got married 5 minutes ago. Doesn't matter to him. I'd love to buy this spin the bottle to complete Hector's next gold want, but I don't have enough aspiration points to unlock it. I'll complete some random wants, and you know, that did just put me at the perfect amount to purchase spin the bottle. That is a crazy spin the bottle kiss. Get a room. Next goal, naturally, it's to woohoo. You already know who my target is. I forgot we have to do this stupid relax thing to get down and dirty, but I figured it out, and you know what? I'll give them some privacy. Make out with 3 Sims? Well, Betty's here, and Hector already banged her husband, so we'll just go with it. Isabella came back, and she is giving me such a hard time. Ugh, we were so close, but so incompatible. Fine, I'll take one for the team. Lissy here will do what needs to be done. After getting Nelson in the hot tub, our last gold want is to woohoo with 3 Sims. This is just excessive. You have no idea how fucking difficult it is to woohoo 3 times, you guys. I would relax, call someone over. They would get up and leave right away. It took me practically 1 whole business day to woohoo even 1 Sim. But we got Betty. And we're so close to getting the captain when we got caught red-handed. Betty saw us. Twice, actually. I stopped caring. I managed to get Lissy and Hector to woohoo, but Nelson was giving me a lot of trouble since I can't switch control to him. I had to take drastic measures. I had to disable free will. Oh my god. That did the trick. And now we're done with Hector and his whorish antics. That just leaves me. What do I want? I want to change my outfit. Buy a blender. Oh, that's it. I already knocked out my promotions here, and my other goal was to help Betty marry Nelson, so we're all done. It's time to get on dry land. Sunset Canyon is a Western movie set, and also my worst fucking nightmare. Red S. Hurt resides here. Red shirt. A failed actor looking for a new path in life. And he lives here with a bunch of ghosts. Helga used to be with Red before her untimely demise involving an anvil, a piano, and Sheila here. There's also Billy Spector, a cowboy, baby. Red's going insane with all these hauntings. He wants to call a shrink. I don't blame you, buddy. Billy wants to return to life, and since the Grim Reaper's here, why the hell not? Now that he's back on Earth, he'd like to dance on Sheila's grave. I didn't know which one was hers, so I tried a random one and he'd fucking burn to death. I couldn't save him in time. Literally, what the fuck? Well, we can just bring him back again. We got the right grave this time. Good. Now Billy would like to become enemies with Helga. What a hateful little man. He can't interact with her spirit, however, so I guess it's time to bring Helga back to life too. And while we're at it, let's get Sheila all fixed up. I deeply regret bringing them all back, looking at this in hindsight. This studio lot has literally 0 amenities. No toilet, no kitchen, nothing. I also forgot to sell stuff before I left the last lot, so I am extremely low on funds. I need to get some things though to keep all of us alive, but it is not looking good. Everyone's needs are abysmally low, and I bought this stupid barbecue thinking it would be helpful for feeding them on a budget, but no. You can only cook 1 meal at a time, and it's $25 and barely fills the hunger need. I need some of these people to get jobs. Any job, I don't care. We need money. Oh, you're too depressed to look for a job? You're kidding. I did scrounge up enough money to build a tiny kitchen, thank God. We will not be starving today. And I have managed to bring everyone's needs up enough to start working on goals, like hating Helga and becoming arch enemies with her. Billy would like to celebrate by throwing a party, and oh, didn't even need to do the party. Just the idea of it was enough to fill the want. And now he has no more gold wants. Red, on the other hand, would like to play the guitar. After making everyone work their entry-level jobs, I do have enough to purchase one for Red to play his little heart out. Oh, he's not digging it. So ungrateful. Never mind, we can try painting. Seems like he's moved on to falling back in love with Helga now that she's back from the dead. Their needs are so low, this is so hard. But we did it. They're back together, kissing and cuddling and everything. We're finished with his gold once, but the next wish is to get married, so let's give it a whirl. Oof. Rejected. That sucks. Not my problem though. Now I still have gold once, mostly to do with promotions. And these other Sims are hogging up all the resources. The plan? Lock them in a room with no door and no amenities and let them die. I turned off free will and hold them up. I need to focus on me. First gold want. Buy a metal detector and go treasure hunting. I did manage to find something. How cool. Money. We let Red stay out of the box because I will need him to be alive for a future want. And it's nice to have someone around to just be social with, but it's so hard to keep up with my needs here. I hate this place. The other Sims aren't dying either. Maybe it's because I left a bed in there. I don't really care if they die though. I just needed them out of the way. I guess I could have kicked them out, but I'm knocking out a lot of gold gold once here, which includes giving Red a plate of food, which he rejected. I should have put him in the box. He did accept it eventually. And after removing the bed, the Sims started to return to their ghostly forms. Seems cruel, I know, but it's nice to have the kitchen and bathroom and bed all to myself. And after several days and so many painful hours, I got my final promotion needed to get the fuck out of this place. Time to resell all the things I bought and get the hell out of Dodge. I'm dying over here. Tranquility Falls seems more my speed. A Zen spa? Sign me up. I'll take anything after the last dump. Chantal would like to expand the business. And Larry here would like everyone to just lighten up a little bit. They're our main Sims with gold once that need fulfilling. Candy Cup and Goopy Gills Carbo live here too, but I don't need to pay any attention to them. Our first task is to use a massage table. This place rules. And they got teppanyaki. I'm gonna force everyone to get jobs because I am super low on cash already. Teppanyaki is cool, but part of the reason I'm here at Tranquility Falls is to expand the place, so I think we could use a proper kitchen. Building this helps knock out a bunch of wants from Chantal. And now she wants a fountain? Girl, this is so big, I do not know what you want me to do with it. We're gonna give it the old buy and delete to save some money. And Chantal wants a whole other room built, but I'm just really not feeling it. So we'll add a wall and tear it down real quick. I will say, while I am enjoying my stay here, a lot of these goals are so dumb. I'm mostly just buying objects and building, and a lot of the parameters for what you have to buy are kinda silly. This place ruled before, it just needed a real kitchen, so I'm not super digging all the buying and building requests. I feel like that would have been more appropriate on the lot that had literally nothing, but yeah. Larry does have some interesting gold wants. He'd like to play hooky, make prank calls, and just have tons of fun. This hot tub is amazing, by the way. It feels hygiene and fun. I did manage to line up the buy genie lamp with the others buy an item worth X amount of simoleons once, but the genie lamp got sold back pretty much right away. It's just too expensive to keep. Like, come on. Larry's busy having a blast, playing games, making video games on the computer, and Chantal's asking for dumb shit like buy me 4 lamps. After getting through her building requests, she's asking us to master her creative skill. She's at level 7 currently. You know what? It shouldn't take too long if we just let her do her thing on the guitar for a bit. We did get through all of Larry's gold once, just general prankster tomfoolery shenanigans, really. I'm still trying to get abducted, but I also am in need of more logic skill. I started another fire without a fire alarm. Classic Liss at this point, really. Rip Goopy. Don't worry, buddy, I'll buy your life back. See, getting Chantal to level 10 creative took no time at all. She'd now like for me to buy something worth more than $500, and she wants to get in the art business. Guess the spa is not really her thing anymore. Now it's time to focus on Lissy. I still need another cooking skill point to reach level 8 in my career, which can be quickly obtained from studying. But of course, there's another fire. I just refuse to add a fire alarm at this point. I really don't think I care. The next day, I went to work and got my promotion, so, I don't really need that energy right now. After buying an object worth 1,000 simoleons, I unlocked the next location. Time to sell it all back again. I spent way too much money on improving this place to not at least take some of it back. We finally get to meet some aliens. XYXY wants to befriend the neighbor, Jonas Bragg, faux military alien truther. XYXY loves normal human things like chainsaw, trucks, and cowboys. This lot is super sick. There's an actual alien crash site in the back under this thing. Oh, it's a hot tub. That's sick. No beds, but we do have alien sleep pods. We actually have everything we need here. XYXY and Jonas's relationship isn't doing too hot, and XY wants to do something about it. That was easy. Seems like they're meant to be. XY would like to change clothes to fit in more with the humans. Since he's into cowboys, I figure we can get him suited up with some boots, blue jeans, and a nice little top. And a cowboy hat, of course. XY makes a meal for Jonas and, as a kind human gesture, then throws a party, but not really. And just like that, we're out of gold once. You might have noticed another little alien around these parts, XHTF. She too would like to fit in with the humans. Her first step is to get a job. She'd like one in politics, but since that's not available, I'll make her a science girl and send her off on her first day. Check it out, she's promoted already. Meanwhile, I am still grinding out my own career goals. My gold want is to reach level 9 in my career. It's gonna be a while. XHT wants a hot tub. Girl, we already have one. Gonna do the old buy and delete again, because this is just ridiculous. After playing some chess, she decides she would like to get another promotion. I'll need her logic and cleaning skills up 1 point through reading and chess and all that. The only thing holding me back from reaching science career level 9 are the friend requirements. Yes, there's friend requirements for promotions in this game too. So far, it hasn't been as egregious as busting out. See, I haven't even really been trying and I already got promoted again. It's a long way to level 10 though. XHT is off to work again and has been promoted to Pyro. I knew she could do it. Since I've been hanging out amongst the aliens, I'd really like to just go ahead and get abducted already. I think I'll need to buy the better telescope. We need to grind logic anyways, so best of luck, Lissy. I almost missed it, but I got abducted within a few minutes of buying the telescope. Oh, she's gone. When I returned several hours later, I was puking buckets. But I looked it up and no alien pregnancy on console. No pregnancy at all, actually, in story mode at least. Huge bummer. Maybe a blessing. I don't know if I could handle all of this and a baby, honestly. The last thing I need to do here at Alien Crash Site is get XHT another promotion. She just needs one more cleaning skill point. Easy enough. And there we have it. Her final request: buy a rug. Sure, girl. I'm selling it back though. Sorry, I like money. Let's get over to our next location. It's not our last one, but kind of the last main big one. The Biodome houses some very interesting Sims. And a lot of them. Oh boy. And I control them all. Fabulous. The dome is an underwater dwelling with a mansion and a submarine. Pretty much everyone that lives here is a total rando. We only really need to focus on Noelle and Jessica Jones, the two Sims with gold ones. Noelle wants us to do a secret handshake to prove we're chill enough to stay here. He's so elusive. Why is he playing hard to get? Old man gets tired if we chat for more than 30 seconds. Our handshake is awkward and failing over and over and over. I might have to actually come back to this one. Not off to a great start. Noelle hires a maid and after a little flirting, our handshake is finally a success. Since he's rich, he's into golfing, so we buy a little putting green, buy some expensive art, pretend like we're adding a room to the mansion even though I don't really want to do that at all, and master charisma skill. You're kidding. You know, everyone around this lot is really starting to piss me off. They're so in the way. Jobs for all of you. Go to work. Be productive. I'm tired of it. My next want is to create an energy boosting meal. So I look one up and do my best with the recipe system. And my next goal is to master my career. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it would come so soon. I'll need 9 cooking and maxed cleaning, as well as 8 friends. Noelle is still grinding charisma in his spare time, and since I'm in a grinding lull, I'll work on Jessica Jones's wants here. Let's get her a DJ booth, invite someone over, and throw an alien party. Oh, we are getting down. Her next gold goals are to use fireworks and then lasers on the DJ booth. But her fun need is so high that she won't DJ for any amount of time. I guess I can make her do boring shit until her fun goes down just enough to complete these interactions. But this could have been done better, I'm not gonna lie. I tried my best to pause at the right times. It's almost as annoying as woohooing. Okay, we got fireworks. Jessica's having a little too much fun for lasers at the moment. Okay, I come back. Here we go. Show me some lasers. Sick. We're done with Jessica now. So I unintentionally made a perfect sparkling meal, which boosted my skills up to where they need to be for promotion. Apparently, perfect meals give you a little boost. Don't think I knew this. Lissy here just needs to conquer the 8 friend requirement for that final promotion. I unintentionally completed Noelle's goal too by having him eat the perfect food. It registered that his charisma was maxed. maxed. That's fine with me, honestly. Lissy's skipping work today to focus on her pals. Just 2 more are needed, so yeah, why not play a little hooky and focus on that for a second. I can skip 1 day of work without getting fired. Then the next day, we have to make sure to cook a perfect meal and eat it up before she goes in. With her 8 friends and boosted skills, we got the promotion, no problem. Lissy is a death ray inventor at the top of her career, and now we can focus on the other guy. With the help of the perfect food buff, I'm able to make him paint a great painting and sell it, completing another gold want. His last goal is to master the politics career. You're fucking joking. He's at level 8 right now. Fabulous. And he needs to have 10 friends in order to move up. Well, no cheese in this one. Having and keeping friends in this game is annoying as fuck. I feel like 10 is totally pushing it. Noel is struggling to find time to befriend anyone. I don't know if it's because he's old, but his needs tank anytime I do anything out of the ordinary. I'm pretty much ignoring everyone else in favor of socializing with Noel, but what's new? One by one, we make all the friends, get all the Sims we need to at least level 40 relationship, but the trouble is maintaining them. So I try to max friendship when I can. Some Sims are hard to be friends with. Maybe their needs are low when they're here, or their personality just sucks. It could go either way. It really did take me so long to do this. And of course, I couldn't do it without starting at least one fire. Patrizio is giving me such a hard time, man. Just be cool. He's such a hater, but I really need his relationship points to be over 40. It's just hard. He's a hard guy to be friends with. But now that we're at 10 friends, we got to level 9. Noel's now a senator. Next up, level 10, mayor. I'm saying fuck the skill points and focusing on friends. I can use buffs for the skill points. You might think, oh, it's so easy to just get 2 more friends. The problem is keeping the ones I have. I have 2 guys that Noel's sort of friendly with, so every other day I'll make him skip work and call people over. Remember busting out? After getting those guys up past 40 relationship, I make my perfect little meal and head off to work. Finally, Noel's the mayor of this damn city. I am so proud. We still have a few more locations to hit. These ones could be sort of classified as side lots, I guess. The reason being that my sim, Lissy, doesn't have any gold wants here. There's just gold wants for 1 sim on the lot. My last want, actually, is to max all skills, thanks to the knowledge aspiration. We'll see if we get there. Toothless Joe here runs a hostel that's currently housing Sims 2 fan favorites, Nina and Dina Caliente and Don Lothario. We can control them, but Toothless Joe is the only sim with any real wants here. I don't really know what his deal is, but he wants to get drunk on the fruit punch barrel and make some enemies. At first, he just wants to make 1 enemy. Then that turns into 3 enemies. I guess I'll just have him go crazy on the Caliente sisters and Don. I chose Don to be his arch nemesis and to start a fight with. Poor Joe over here just wants to win 1 fight, and Don Lothario is just whooping his ass. I tried everything. I got Joe's needs up, brought Don's down. Still, this is so embarrassing. Eventually, I knew what had to be done. I let him fight Nina, and he won. This only took me like 1 in-game day, and since we're done here, we can move on to our next lot. There's a lovely alien couple that lives here, and they just want me to fill their house with human stuff. The only real gameplay here is that the alien husband, John Gray, wants to find a bottle cap with a metal detector. Once he accomplished that, he asked for more stuff, some things on the pricier side, and that was it. These guys were easy, and since I'm filthy rich, I let them keep a lot of the stuff. The next spot is a little more interesting, Mesa Gallery, an art gallery in the desert. It reminds me of the hippie shit they do in Sedona. Sleeping outside, showering outside. You know, it's a vibe. Jasmine lives here with a bunch of randos and wants to improve her artistry and just live her life in general. Her first goal is to sell a great painting, but in order to make one, she needs to have 9 creativity. She's currently at 8. I was going to have her make a quick little skill booster meal, but alas, no kitchen. So I decided to make one and actually have a little fun with it. We're turning this drab art studio into a full rec room, baby. We need entertainment. a way to feed people, the whole nine. Once I was able to give Jasmine a skill-boosting meal, she made a great painting and decided she wanted to get a promotion in the art career. She just needed a few more skill points in the other areas, but that's nothing that a perfect meal can't fix. After the promotion, Jasmine's next goal was to have 6 friends. Okay, easy enough. We have 4 other freeloaders living on the slot, including myself, and new Sims come by every day. She then wanted to buy a few more art pieces, throw a party, wear a costume, and have 4 Sims dancing at once. This, of course, was harder than it sounds, because they will stop dancing if their fun need is maxed. Okay. It's fine. We just had to move the stereo and it was all good, thankfully. I'm just triggered by this stuff very easily. Jasmine's next focus is on her love life. She'd like to have 3 lovers. Romance interactions can be a bitch, but once she had 3 lovers, our work here was complete. Now it's time to visit the last lot in story mode, the orbit room. This one also has only gold once for just 1 sim, and that's Phil Phantasm. Loving all the names. He has big dreams to become a record producer, a not real career in this game, but nonetheless, we can make it happen. He'd like a recording studio built, so we pretend to build him one, until I realize it could be kind of sick to decorate a little recording studio, actually. I have money to make this look really cool and meet some of the buying requirement needs, so why the hell not? His next goal is to reach level 6 in the business career. His skills are lacking, but luckily he's already at level 5, so we just need to do a little skilling with a side of alien abduction. You know, we got him up to level 6 relatively quickly. But then The Sims 2 hit me with a real bitch of a want. Phil would like to master the business career. Jesus Christ. While I work on getting Phil some friends and skill points, which takes 1 million years, I'm also spending a lot of time with Lissy improving her skills as well. You know, since I'm already grinding with Phil, I might as well try to complete my final goal. Phil's able to blaze through his promotions with the help of our special perfect salad, but my god, did this take forever. Sometimes it's hard to make friends. Some Sims just straight up don't like you, so you have to hope you're picking the right ones to invite over and spend time on. And then I got to a point where Phil just wasn't getting promoted. I would send him to work in a good mood with all the requirements. Granted, I did use the perfect salad a lot, but the game wouldn't promote him. If I replicated the same conditions the next day, he would get promoted. So eventually he did start progressing, but oh my god. After several days, Lissy was at 7 skill points in the skills she had yet to max, so I thought maybe the perfect salad would cheese the rest of it for me, but it didn't work, which was weird since it had worked previously with Noelle. I guess we're just in it for the long haul, guys. Doesn't matter, because Phil has a lot more skilling and friend making to do anyways. Once he got promoted to CEO, we had just 1 more career level to go. Imagine how excited I was to see that he didn't need to max his skills for that final promotion. Ooh, I was giddy. I chose Timmy here to be his last friend, but this was probably the last person we should have chose because they just could not get along. I got him up a little past 40, but the next day we didn't get our promotion since he fell just below that overnight. After inviting Timmy over again to finish the job, we got our promotion. And we're all done with Phil here. That just left Lissy. I had her eat another skill boosting salad just to be sure, you know? I was skeptical that it didn't work. And we're so close to maxing, it's like, does it even fucking matter? But would you look at that? It did work. Our final cutscene. We did it! It's a little outtakes reel of the first cinematic cutscene you see when you start the game. How cute! So we're ending our Sims 2 console story mode playthrough with 68% completion. I can't imagine how bored someone must be to 100% it if I'm being totally honest. I do have to say that the herbs put a really high bar up there for story mode on The Sims, and I don't think that The Sims 2 met that bar for me. I thought it was really good. I just was really missing the style of gameplay that the herbs offered. I would say that this game has better story mode than Bustin' Out, which I think is a way better comparison because it's very similar styles. I don't see myself going through and 100%ing this by any means, just because, you know, at this point it's like, okay, we're just grinding out skills and careers. What's the fucking point? And I did enjoy it, just wasn't my favorite. Let me know what you think. Have you played this game? Are you excited for me to play The Sims 2 on DS though? Okay, I just gotta say that is the most interesting Sims game ever to me. I am so excited to play that one because I haven't played it obviously in so long. And I remember how fucking weird it was. So I'm just really super stoked. Special thank you to Boxu for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check them out if you are in need of holiday gifts. If you liked this video, you'll definitely like the video where I played Bustin' Out, very similar game, or the herbs even, because I mean, I cannot stop raving about it. I also have a second channel. Please feel free to go check that out. I have a ton of videos planned. Would love to know your thoughts and any video ideas that you have. Please feel free to share. I hope you're having a great day and you continue to do so, and I will see you in the next one.